October, the Bengals lost an instant classic in their first matchup against the Steelers. Can Pittsburgh do it again? Find out next on EA Sports.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can...
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 15. throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punty muted out now. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a second time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Rodgers here from the gun. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He fields it at his 43. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. They bring Higgins in motion left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and just 2 to go. Burrow setting to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, again to Brown. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Burrow setting up the play action. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this 1st half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Calvin Austin on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Counterplay here, Warren. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Blitz coming for Rodgers. This finds Austin complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This one taken in by Chase. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop. And the Steelers go in nickel. 3rd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals stretch their early lead to 9. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Bengals go up 10-zip here in the 1st. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To throw, Rodgers. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Now Burrow finds his man Chase. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Play action now, Burrow. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Slot man motioned over. On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have it 3rd and 10. Burrow to the air now. He's on the move. He's running for it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They're set up at the 35 now. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. That's complete. Here's Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Bengals make it a 16-point ball game. T. Higgins the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Going after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, Warren. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's finds Smith. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Warren here from the gun. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers first down. Play action with Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And that's good for a gain of 5. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mike Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets a timeout just before it runs out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now here's 3rd and 5. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Warren quick on the draw. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
4th and 3, drive on the line. They'll go for it, Rodgers. He's got it to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A give left side to Warren. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. That one's incomplete over the middle. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. He's got Smith. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. Brown on the inside give. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 15. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Burrow from the gun. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 1-score game in the first half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 32. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one gains 7. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting the tight end in motion. On first down, here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And it sets up second down. They'll try it right with Brown. He's contained at the line for no gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Burrow out of the shotgun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Their punter making his way out now. Back deep, the speedy Calvin Austin. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. He's fielded at the 14. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Getting out to his... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
It's Warren on third down. And he'll fight for what he can to the 15. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. The Steelers set to punt it. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow setting to throw. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Burrow back to throw. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow. Rolling left, buying some time. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, Burrow to throw. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Bengals out in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. J.J. McCarthy leading the way there as the Win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Justin Fields leading the way there as the Win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
37-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First down, Rodgers. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. This is Warren headed right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers make it 17 all. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Burrow to the air now. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 33 on second down. A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Throwing is Burrow. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And it's going to be second down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To throw again, it's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Handoff headed left to Brown. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Burrow from the gun. So this one on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll run here following the penalty. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Catch is made in close. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. This one is up and good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Warren escapes a defender. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, ball at the 36. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going deep this time. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Gino Stone on the coverage.
From the gun, Johnson. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Warren. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bengals 16-yard line.
Now looking to throw with Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Burrow setting up the play action. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Brown. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Man in motion out of the slot. On third down, here's Burrow. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's brought down for a loss. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Rodgers here from the gun. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Warren here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Austin's there to haul it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. Third down coming. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending 1st and 10. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now with the play clock low, Zach Taylor hurriedly calls a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in his final quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
He'll get this one to Brown. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Warren running between the tackles. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Warren once more. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
A yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They send a tight end in motion. Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. This finds Smith. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They put a receiver in motion right. Johnson up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Rodgers will look to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking for it with Warren. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Steelers take a fourth quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Brown on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
From the 29. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. Steelers have it, headed the other way. This one intended for the running back.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He's scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll go again with Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. It's a 36-yard look for him. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
This return makes it up to the 25. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. On first down, here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's first and 10. Short pass brought in. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals find a way to tie it late. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Steelers 30.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Setting up to pass. Throw complete to Warren. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Now to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. He'll look to throw it. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw. That's complete to Wilson. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
On the return, here's Jones. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here he is to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. kick the running back in motion. Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.